Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. My name is Branson Quirk.
I'm Edward Lewis.
It's a really busy day in the newsroom today. Unbelievably
Yeah,
busy.
it's so busy that Charlie Neff can't even be here.
Charlie Neff can't be here. Cotton, we already knew wasn't going to be here. Don't know why. He's a busy guy.
He's also busy.
He's
yeah.
got kids, he's
Yeah.
doing his thing. Sometimes he gets sick randomly, very,
Sometimes,
very busy.
yeah.
But like I said, the newsroom is very busy right now, and it's all due to this really heartbreaking and very disturbing story.
Wild story.
Wild story. Obviously, last week we had reported about this find here in Los Angeles at this impound yard. Singer David's Tesla, which the Tesla's registered to him, was found in this tow yard, and they found a dismembered body in the trunk of this vehicle. And we know as of last week, the medical examiner did an initial report that it was a woman who was 5'1", 71 pounds, and had a tattoo on her index finger. Now, we didn't know too much about anything at that point. And we know David was very much cooperating with police. We know he was on a world tour right now as well, which everybody found a little weird because it's registered to his name.
Yeah.
And so now, as of today, TMZ, we got an anonymous tip from somebody that said that it could possibly be this missing girl who's been missing out of Lake Elsinore last April of 2024, a 15-year-old named Celeste Rivas. And we ended up calling the mother of this girl. And this mother claimed that her daughter did have a tattoo, tattoo on her tattoo on her index finger, and that she had a boyfriend named David. And that's all that she told us. And she has reason to believe that it's him as well. And then today, the authorities confirmed that the girl is indeed Celeste Rivas. So this whole thing is just one thing keeps adding up on top of the other at the moment.
Yeah. So we have the dots. The dots are David's car. We have a woman, or I guess a little girl, not even a woman,
Right.
with who has some kind of tie to David, based on her being not David the singer, but a David.
Right.
And we have the tattoos on her finger that match a tattoo that David has on his finger. I don't know if you
Yes.
yeah.
That's very important to note.
So
David has the same tattoo on his hand as well.
So and I want to preface this with it's apparently a wildly popular tattoo.
Right.
Rihanna has it. I guess Lindsay Lohan has it. I believe there's another celebrity that
It's not
has
unique.
it. So it's not.
No.
It's like kind of an infinity symbol on your wrist. Like
And then
a lot of
the
people
reason
have
it's on your finger is because you say shh,
You can
put
pull
up
it,
to your
yeah.
mouth. Right.
Right.
So it's very common. But
like I said, the dots. So you have a girl who claims to have had a relationship with a David. You have a girl who has a found in a David's car. You have a girl with a tattoo that is matching a David. It's just.
Well, it's important to note TMZ did forward all of this information to the, make sure I say this correctly, the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division. They thanked us for the information and didn't give us much more. But just like you said, there's a lot of consistencies here.
Yeah.
And I think that for this to be a coincidence, and this is just my personal opinion, that's like 0.01% that all these things are in one place. And plus, there's another part too. The Tesla that's owned and registered to David out of Texas has not ever been reported stolen.
Well, and I believe you brought this up in the morning meeting that Teslas have a security system in place where if you're not on the Tesla list, you can't get in it, right?
No, exactly. So I have a Tesla, and my girlfriend drives my car as well. So the only way that she's able to open the car, use the car, because you have to use your phone to get in the vehicle, and it has to be authorized by a user, has to be authorized by the owner. So nobody can just open this trunk and put something inside of it or drive the vehicle. And we know that authorities obviously are going to be trying to pound for that ring footage, possibly in the neighborhood that's near this impound yard. But yes, you cannot get in this Tesla or drive it unless you have full clearance from the owner. And if it was never reported stolen, that's my biggest red flag. Other than all the other red flags, my biggest red flag is because Tesla is very, very good at notifying you on what's going on with your car at all times. Like it's driving, it's being moved this place. He'd be getting notifications on his phone.
Yeah.
So we don't know, and I'm sure that the homicide division has reached out to Tesla for a subpoena.
Yeah, and again, like this is all allegations, and we might be overstepping our bounds by speculating here a little bit. But at the same time, and I want to get my soapbox a little bit here because I brought this up on this podcast before. You saw in the case against Charlie Kirk's alleged shooter that the FBI was so transparent, probably to a fault. Remember, Kash Patel got a little bit of backlash for saying, "With the guy's in custody, I swear," and then he wasn't in custody.
Right.
But the transparency ultimately led to the guy's arrest. You know what I mean? Like, you could say whatever you want, but once they put out the pictures, you read in the court documents, the kid's dad, or I guess not a kid at this point, the 22-year-old's dad turned him in basically. So, and this always frustrates me with, and the LAPD is actually pretty good, for dealing with things like this, but they have been so tight-lipped about this, and it only invites speculation like this. It's not fair to really any of these parties, in my opinion. I really wish that there was more transparency with public information officers and the media so everybody can responsibly do this, because right now, David does not look great, and he might not.
Well, we have to mention, it's important to mention that David is currently not a person of interest or a suspect,
right? According to them, you know what I mean.
To the authorities,
they haven't say they're not necessarily saying either, right? Yeah,
things change every day.
They're not necessarily saying either, but it'd be nice if they were like, well, we have our suspicions or whatever. He is a suspect, whatever you want to call it, So I don't know. It in my opinion, the lack of transparency among investigations, and I know they're going to give you their spiel. It could hinder the investigation, but look, I think. To be fair to a lot of people here, it'd be nice to have some kind of transparency there. But that being said, David, it's not looking good. You know what I mean?
Plus, David, he's I'm not saying that these two had a connection, but if you look at the optics here too and put all this together, you look at David, he's 20 years old, she's 15 years old.
Right.
There's just a lot of bad stuff here.
Yeah.
And I know he's cooperating with authorities as of last week. He's on this tour. He was just in Milwaukee.
That's a crazy part about it
Tuesday.
too, man. Like
imagine being a fan showing up to this guy's show.
Charlie and I had that conversation. Like, if something even remotely is found in my Mustang like this, like I am not coming to work. You know what I mean? Like, so that's another part of it. It's just like I said, it's not a great look for David.
And the authorities have to be careful for what they say. So if the authorities have already, this is my take, if the authorities have already said all this stuff right now, and these things are so bad, imagine what they have behind closed doors on this guy. And they don't want to tip him off sometimes. And sometimes it's just better to do it this way. I'm not trying to say that these things are happening, but this is only going to develop more and more.
We'll see. Yeah, I got a feeling there's going to be something coming down the pipe.
It's really sad. It's a really sad.
Yeah.
In Lake Elsinore, it's not very far from Los Angeles. It's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
So again, more consistencies. Moving on, Cardi B. Pregnant.
Have another baby.
Yeah, we all kind of saw this coming.
Yeah, well,
it.
I think we've actually known about it. We just couldn't get it confirmed and somebody on the record about it. But yeah, this was kind of the worst kept secret that she was having a baby with, of course, Stefon Diggs, NFL superstar. They've been dating for probably about a year now, maybe a little less than a year.
Late 2024.
Yeah. So a little less than a year, and but we've seen them out everywhere. He rented a castle for her a couple months ago. She went courtside with him to some Knicks playoff games. Stefon's been posting her a lot. I mean, we've seen this coming, and we saw her she was at some court hearings.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where it all came to a head.
Yeah, she appeared to have a baby bump.
She walked out, and she had the baby bump,
and people asked her about it, and she got upset about it.
She's been denying the rumors.
Yeah,
she went on CBS Mornings this morning, exclusively told Gayle King that she is pregnant with Stefon Diggs' baby. So it looks like a expanded, blended family thing. 3 kids with Offset, and now a 4th. But hey, she's got a tour coming up in February as well.
Yeah.
So when's the baby going to be due?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
When do you think the baby's?
Well, it would have. I would imagine she got pregnant at some point in the early part of their. I think we did the math over at Sports, and I think we wanted to say May was when she got pregnant on it.
So a few months after.
Yeah, so a couple months after. I will say that Stefon Diggs' little brother, Trayvon Diggs, is a Dallas Cowboys superstar, and he has a lot of children as well. So the Diggses have a lot of kids.
Having kids is in right now.
I mean, those Thanksgiving dinners are going to have a lot of children at them. So
and plus, like I said, she has a tour coming up in February. It just begs the question: I don't know if it's February. I'm trying to figure out timeline here. A lot of people are trying to speculate this. If February, I think that possibly Christmas baby.
Yes,
Christmas.
and that's what we talked about. So we said May. It's 9 months from May. Gets you to what, Christmas, right? Roughly.
Right. And,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
can you take a newborn on an airplane?
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be. It'd be 2 months later. Also, she's so rich, and so is Stefan. They have. I mean,
Babysitters.
They have so many options.
But you don't want to hire a babysitter
I
right
mean,
off the bat.
Look, and this is like her. What'd you say? 4th kid now. So I mean, they've done this rodeo before.
Well, there's studies done, and my buddy, he just had a baby. There's studies done that what matters most is you spending time with the newborn in those first couple years.
Interesting.
More so than even later on when like they're fully.
In what factor?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know these
All right.
facts, man. I'm just repeating what I heard.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay?
No. Yeah. So congratulations to them.
Yeah. No.
And the
Absolutely.
Davises, yep.
And we don't know the gender either yet.
Not yet.
So nothing.
I'm sure
we know
we'll-
nothing.
We'll learn quickly.
Travis Kelce, this is your story. Take it away.
This might be we're talking babies here pretty soon too, huh?
No, there's no way she would.
Travis Kelce had his New Heights podcast today. It dropped today at least. And Jimmy Fallon was a guest host. And Jimmy got some information out from Travis about his upcoming wedding with Taylor Swift. I think we have the soundbite if you guys want to
play it.
Play it.
Are you working on planning the wedding? Are you doing this now? Is that the next?
That's the next step. That's the next step in it all.
Don't stress
You
about
know
it. Too. I remember thinking about it with my wife.
That one's going to be easy. I just got to figure out if win a football game first.
Yeah, you got to do one of that.
The
You gotta
wedding
do that
planning will be
first.
easy compared to trying to figure out how
Yeah.
to catch a goddamn football.
Yeah,
No, go
you
ahead.
got, are you got to do DJ or band? Are you thinking about all this stuff?
Yeah, I think we're live music kind of
Yes.
people, you know. So
I've seen you
and-
perform. You have
Yeah.
to.
So a little bit to unpack there. First of all, wedding planning is going to be easy tells me that he's involved in the wedding.
Yeah.
And we had read reports, at least through my email box, that he was not involved. That sources close to Taylor had said that she was going to handle it all. He's very clearly involved. Number two, we are getting live music from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, which I think is important because they know obviously a million celebrities. In this
Right.
piece, they go on to talk about how Justin Timberlake golfed with them. So, I mean, it's possible he's there.
Yeah.
Obviously, she knows everybody in country music or pop music, let alone country music. So, Kane Brown, they just hung out. That musical lineup for that wedding alone is going to be like Coachella light.
But think about it. I mean, think about how long weddings are. You've been to weddings.
Of course.
You know how long they can be.
Yeah.
So you got to have a lineup either the whole time
Yeah.
or you're going to have a really sophisticated switch between through all these celebrities. And probably some of these people are going to be guests
Yeah.
too.
I would imagine, yeah. So it's probably like
Yeah.
a house band that brings up, the Justin Timberlakes, the Kane Browns, the whoever else.
Matty Healy.
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
don't get the vibe he's
I talked to Fox Fresno this morning,
Yeah.
and this person, I don't know where they got off, but they started bringing up all of her musical exes and the fact that they wouldn't be at the wedding. And I'm like, well, of course they won't.
Why would they be at the
So
wedding?
Matty Healy, we're not going to see any of that.
No,
John Mayer, we're not going to see John Mayer.
Doubtful.
Either. And,
very much doubtful.
let's be honest, though. John Mayer would
Calvin
be
Harris.
great.
Not
Calvin
gonna be
Harris.
there. He's not going to be there.
But John Mayer is he'd be perfect.
He's
for a
awesome.
wedding.
Yeah, he's
He's a
great
perfect
wedding.
wedding type music. But then here's the problem I have with it is that you've got all these live music artists playing. So like DJs will go from the crazy music to like the slow dancing for the couples and everything. So it sounds difficult to try and do both.
I think, like you said, you have a house band, so they play like the slow jams, or
Sure.
and then you have
Jazz.
it's time to turn up, bring out Justin Timberlake for "Can't Stop the Feeling" or whatever.
Do we know when this wedding is going to be?
No, and that's the other part I wanted to unpack here was Travis Kelce lost the game for the Eagles or for the Chiefs against the Eagles on Sunday. He dropped the touchdown pass. That's what he's referencing. It went through his hands and went into the Eagles players' hands. He intercepted it, and the game essentially ended. So
Our associate producer Tony, he said that if he didn't drop the ball, then they probably
Chiefs
would
win.
have.
Yeah. And that's what he's referencing. Like, if I
Yeah.
could just catch the damn ball, like, we would be okay here. So basically, what I'm trying to say in the unpacking of all that is he's very clearly focused on the season. He very clearly wants to get some Chiefs wins before they even remotely get to wedding. So I would imagine if not this offseason, next offseason. So that's basically between February and August.
And still no rumblings on Taylor halftime show.
Actually,
whatsoever?
the most recent one was that Cardi was the new rumbling.
Oh, Cardi.
Yeah.
So she's going to start even earlier.
I guess. I mean, now that she's pregnant, who knows?
God, she
But,
needs to just relax.
Yeah, so we'll see where that all ends up. But I did find it very interesting. This is like the first time that Travis has opened up about this wedding and this marriage.
Yeah.
Even his engagement, like he did a little bit last Sunday with Aaron Andrews. where he said I cried a little bit, but he's been pretty tight.
Well, it's hard to keep this stuff a secret, especially when you have a podcast every Wednesday and people are asking you
People
questions.
tune
You
in
only
for
dodge
this
too
reason.
much.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
honestly, for guys, I think wedding planning is actually very exciting. I don't know about you, but one day when I get married, like I want to be a part of the
Dude, I
planning
just
and
want to be
everything.
open bar and DJ music selection.
Have you been to a wedding that doesn't have an open bar?
Yeah, it's like
or
the
any
saddest
alcohol at all?
thing. Yes, it's so sad, and it feels like I'm like in jail. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
It's hard.
like,
It's hard to socialize.
like, yeah, I gotta police myself. Like, oh man, do people not trust me?
You
You
want
know,
to dance
like,
with a girl, like it's very awkward to walk up to a girl without something in your system.
yeah, and I've been to like no liquor weddings, which I find a little bit more appropriate. You know what I mean? 'Cause
No
it's,
liquor
like,
weddings.
Yeah, like if you're worried about people getting too rowdy, so it's just beer and wine only.
Well, I came from
Yeah.
my dad's a pastor. I came from a church environment, so
Yeah.
so a lot of the people that I know that have been married, it's like no liquor weddings and everything. And yeah, it's very like a lot of like turn down for what? Very clean song.
right.
And all that stuff. But no, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see this wedding. I think it's going to be a small intimate
I
wedding.
think it's gonna be a
gonna be-
good blend of like super A-listers and low key, which I think
For
is
sure.
cool. It's not Bezos where Sydney Sweeney's rolling through. Like, why are you here?
Sydney
Like-
Sweeney will be there.
We'll see.
Some comments. Oh, I'm scared. David on the David story. What you say with the K? He has a dark song about homicide.
We got a lot of tips about that this morning. That
Yeah.
that there's that is on his discography.
Gosh,
So,
man,
it-
this is not. It's not good for him.
apparently it's called romantic homicide. So.
The optics are horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
But hey, you never know. Sometimes you've seen movies like where people get set up.
yeah. I mean, again, it could all be coincidental. The tattoo's popular. David is a popular name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his Tesla.
But
He wasn't
again-
driving his Tesla when the body was in it. So,
But nobody
who knows,
reported
you
the
know?
Tesla stolen, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll see.
Ashley said, I didn't know this about Teslas. There's no way he can't be considered a suspect at this point now, right? That's what I'm saying.
Somebody get the cops on the phone. This is my job over at TMZ Sports. Again, I'm gonna get back on this soapbox. It's my job to deal with public information officers, and when they go quiet like this, I'm like, guys, I'm staring at all this. What? How?
It's ridiculous.
And they're like,
But
well,
again, dude, you said it. The LAPD are fantastic.
they are good. They are one of the better
trust
ones. that I
me,
deal with.
they think the same thing we are, and they probably have a lot more information than we have.
Yeah. It just,
Moving on, Melissa, I wonder if David had allowed someone in his circle to use his car or a car he purchased, and it wasn't reported stolen because the person doesn't own the vehicle, so they couldn't. But the thing is like, is he that big of an artist where he doesn't know where one of his expensive cars are?
and also that's fair to assume, but how does it make it any more right or any less wrong if your buddy is driving it when the body is in it? Like you're still
And
involved in
plus-
this mess, no?
plus, like if what she said really does connect in that David is the boyfriend, then there's a whole thing there too.
right? Did you hire somebody? You know, like I don't know. Yeah.
I don't even have words for it.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Cardi B story, Melissa said, does Stefan Diggs have other children?
Yes, and I don't know how many or with whom, but I know he does, and I know, like I said, his little brother Trayvon has a bunch too. So
Oh, got you. Are you
yeah.
going to have kids soon, Ed?
not soon at all. Maybe not never.
Probably. I won't either. I don't think that there's a benefit.
And I'm so selfish that it's like
I am too.
at least right now, you know what I mean? Like right now, I want to do my life, you know.
That's the
and
thing.
Then
You got to
I'll
give up
handle it.
your life for someone
Exactly.
else's
Like,
life. I don't want to live through
And
somebody.
I see like married couples that are my age. They got married younger and they have a child, and they're like in Italy, you know, touring all the sites with their little child, and it's 110 degrees, so they gotta go. You know, like they can't be at the Coliseum or whatever when the kid's overheating, and it's like, man, that sucks.
You know, this is kind of dark, but like I'm always scared about like, what if my kid like ends up not liking me, and then
That's a great point,
I'm
too.
sleeping in the middle of the night, and he comes and he tries to.
Oh, I know. I don't worry about that.
I don't know.
It's more of
you
like
know?
I love football, and if I'm sitting there and I can't
It's
have my
scary.
little homie with me,
It's like
that's-
I don't know, like
that's my leaf
Sarah,
story,
I'm
dude.
moving. Miscellaneous. I'm sorry, Travis Kelsey. M says maybe Taylor is letting him think he's involved.
That's probably it. But at least like he's somewhat involved if she's letting him think he's involved.
I'm sure he's involved in the parts where he would care about, like the alcohol,
Open bar and
bar.
music.
Yeah, some of the guests,
Yeah, you can handle venue and flowers.
his favorite
and
band, whatever
all
it
that
is.
stuff. Yeah.
Miscellaneous comment, SM down 9. Charlie and Charlie are always on vacation. You spelled vacation wrong, MF.
Hey, I like it because I get to be on the show.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's
I love coming on here and talking with you guys. I'm the podcast producer. I didn't even mention that in the beginning here if you don't know who I am. But I have my own podcast. That's why I wore this American Nightmare Cody Rhodes
Taking off,
jacket.
man. That's all I hear about in the office is inside the ring.
Inside the ring.
That's all I hear
We've
about.
got the belt right here. I know. I keep bringing it up.
No, it's not even you. It's just
But-
the buzz, you know, like
We just had an amazing guest on. His name's Stokely. He's an AEW manager. Our
Okay.
first AEW guest this week, or on the podcast. And he had a lot to say, including the fact that he stole medical records from Edge. You know Edge from WWE.
Yeah.
He stole his neck medical record X-ray, and he's going to use it to his advantage this weekend at All Out.
oh boy,
There's a lot. There's a lot.
that sounds great.
So
What a pod.
check it out. It's on the TMZ Sports YouTube channel, Apple, Spotify, TMZ's Inside the Ring. Thank you, Ed, for coming on here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
See you
I love it.
guys. Peace out.